Good morning, Ilorin. Good morning, Kwara State. Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to today's newspaper review on REVEIW behind Federal Ministry of Environment of Ojeba Road, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. I'm Misturah Issa. The newspaper we are looking into this morning is the Punch newspaper, Daily Post newspaper, Tribune newspaper, and others newspaper. Quickly on headlines, Nigerian government to scrap JSS SS introduced 12-year basic education model. We are proceeding on strike nationwide protest, says TUC. US judge stop Trump plan to buy out federal workers. Northern Group urged EFCC to investigate REVEIW. Britain to expel Russian diplomat in TTAT for move. As National Assembly Members Group, 4th Reps 31 new state proposal. Tinubu orders probe of unauthorized NIN SIM linkage. Reps demand action against substandard cylinders to curb explosion. Military begins search as bandit abduct NYSC DG in Katsina. American patient coming to Nigeria for kidney transplant. Shetima. Katsina to purchase electric solar vehicles, build 20-story building in Lagos. NAFDAC to regulate herbal medicine. Lagos installs speed limit monitors, imposes 50,000 fine. US to deport convicted Nigerian. Tinubu, the best thing to happen to Nigerians, says Lagos Assembly. Let's take a look at the stories making headline on Nigerian newspapers this beautiful morning. Nigerian government to scrap JSS SS introduced 12-year basic education model. The federal government has said it will scrap the junior secondary school JSS and senior secondary school SS model in Nigeria. As a replacement, a compulsory 12-year uninterrupted basic education model will be introduced. After the 12-year program, the child will now move into institutions of higher education. This was revealed by the Minister of Education, Dr. Tuji Alausa, during the 2025 Extraordinary National Council on Education meeting in Abuja yesterday. On Daily Post, we are proceeding on strike nationwide protest, says TUC. The Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC, has vowed to down tools arguing that citizens are feeding from hand to mouth following the recent hike in telecom tariff. Festus Osifo, the president of the TUC, made this known when he appeared on a national TV, blaming the hike on mismanagement of foreign exchange, which he believed the government can handle easily. The TUC said it's not begrudging the telecom, knowing very well that the socio-economic landscape they operate in has changed dramatically, but insisted that the government has the responsibility to ensure that the economic outlook of the country is stable for business to thrive. Stay on Daily Post. U.S. judge stopped Trump plan to buy out federal workers. A federal judge, Judge Otole Jehar, yesterday blocked President Donald Trump's plan to push out federal employees by offering them financial incentives. Newsmen gathered that the ruling came hours before the midnight deadline for workers to apply for the Deferred Resignation Program. The program has been commonly described as a buyout. However, the judge also directed administration officials to extend the deadline to apply for the program until after the hearing. Stay on Daily Post newspaper. Northern Group urges EFCC to investigate REVEIW. The Northern-based group, the Northern Christian Accord (NCA), has expressed concern over the ongoing delay in addressing allegations of financial misconduct against the former governor of Kaduna State, Mana Nasir El-Rufai. The group is urging the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) to take swift action to investigate the claim. In a statement released yesterday, signed by Barrister Gideon Jatto and Brother Sunday Adoka, President and Secretary of the NCA respectively, the group called for a thorough probe into REVEIW administration, stressing that it is long overdue for the EFCC to act. And on Punch newspaper, National Assembly member group fought Reps 31 new state proposal. The House of Representatives Constitution Review Committee proposed creation of 31 additional states beside the country's 36 existing states has sparked widespread reaction from prominent Nigerians and groups across the country. The proposal was contained in a letter to the House of Representatives read during yesterday's plenary by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, who presided over the section in the absence of the Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas. However, the proposal was rejected by the Yoruba Social Cultural Organization, Afenifere, and its northern counterpart, the Arewa Consultative Forum, which described it as ridiculous. Stay on the Punch newspaper. Tinubu orders probe of unauthorized NIN SIM leakage. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has set up an interministerial committee to investigate allegations of telecom providers linking national identification number to subscribers' line without their consent. Impeccable source in the president told newsmen that Tinubu gave the directive yesterday during the Federal Executive meeting at the State House in Abuja. The committee has the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, the Minister of Interior, Olubumitunji Ojo, Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, and the Humanitarian Affairs, Dr. Nentawe Iwade. Tinubu would listen to a briefing by the Minister of Interior, directed that the committee consider the matter and provide the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction with accurate data to carry out its mandates. Stay on Punch newspaper. Reps demand action against substandard cylinder to curb explosions. The House of Representatives has directed the Standard Organization of Nigeria and the Nigerian Customs Service to implement strict measures ensuring that only unexpired and high-quality gas cylinders and kits are imported into the country. This resolution followed the adoption of a motion by REVEIW Hussaini, who represents Ibarapa East Ido Federal Constituency in Oyo State. Hussaini, a member of the All Progressive Congress, expressed deep concern over the rising incidents of gas explosion, which have resulted in multiple deaths, several injuries, and the destruction of property worth billions of naira. He attributed the frequent explosion to the influence of expired and substandard gas cylinder and kit, which continue to enter the market due to the negligence of some and custom officials at the nation's ports and borders. Still on Punch newspaper, military begins search as bandit abduct ex-NYSC DG in Katsina. Military forces have begun a search and a rescue operation following the abduction of former Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Mahazu Saiga, retired, by bandits of Insagi village, Bakori local government area of Katsina State. The attack, which occurred around 12:30 a.m. yesterday, reportedly lasted for 3 hours. The bandits also killed one person and kidnapped at least 9 others while ransacking homes and looting valuables. Eyewitness said the assassinates stormed the community, shooting sporadically to instill fear. Still on Punch newspaper, American patients coming to Nigeria for kidney transplant. Vice President Kashim Shettima has claimed that Nigeria is experiencing a rise in reverse medical tourism, with patients from the United States and other countries seeking kidney transplants in the country due to the availability and high-quality medical expertise. Speaking during a courtesy visit by the Nigerian Association of Nephrology at the Presidential Villa in Abuja, ahead of the association's 37th scientific conference, Shettima cited the growing reputation of Nigerian hospitals in providing world-class kidney care. Still on Daily Post, NAFDAC to regulate herbal medicine. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has reaffirmed its commitment to regulating the production and distribution of herbal medicine products in Nigeria. The NAFDAC Northwest Zonal Director Shamsuddin Mani gave the assurance during a press conference organized by the National Association of Nigerian Traditional Medicine Practitioners and the United Nations Federation of International Alternative Scientific, Tradomedical and Religion Organization held in Kaduna. Speaking, the NAFDAC rep said the agency had implemented measures to ensure quality control in the herbal medicine sector. On Punch newspaper, Lagos installs speed limit monitors, imposes 50,000 fine. The Lagos State Ministry of Transportation, in collaboration with OWED Technology, has deployed 4 new intelligent transport system sites to monitor and detect speeding and manage traffic flows. The Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Osiyemi, announced this during a press briefing yesterday, stating that the new installations will complement the existing automatic number plate recognition cameras and other traffic management solution devices. And on Daily Post, you can't unsettle Tinubu presidency, tells REVEIW. The presidency has informed former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai that it lacked the capacity to unsettle President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Tinubu's special advisor on policy communication, Daniel Buala, said Tinubu is not losing sleep over REVEIW criticism of his administration. Buala revealed this yesterday in an interview with national TV. He said President Tinubu was not losing sleep over REVEIW's relentlessly criticism of his administration. Still on Daily Post, Kaduna government stepped in to end electric workers' strike as outstate its day 4. The Kaduna state government has stepped in to resolve the industrial dispute between Kaduna Electric and its worker union, which led to a 4-day power outage across the company franchise state. Deputy Governor Hadiza Balarabe convened a meeting with both parties at the Sir Kashim Ibrahim House yesterday, urging the union to restore electricity to consumers without further delay. Still on Daily Post, Peter Obi questions Tinubu government on transparency, accountability. President candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has said there is no corresponding breakdown of expenditures to justify the increase in the 2025 national budget. This statement comes after President Bola Tinubu yesterday increased the appropriation bill for the 2025 fiscal year from 49.7 trillion to 54.2 trillion. Newsmen gathered that Tinubu announced the increment in separate letter, which he forwarded to both the Senate and the House of Representatives. Reacting to the development, Obi said that Nigerians need to know how the resources generated have been allocated for the sake of transparency and accountability. Still on Daily Post, NCAN hailed federal government for approving 70 years retirement age for members, 65 for others. The Medical and Data Consultant Association of Nigeria, MDCAN, has commended President Bola Tinubu for approving an increment in the retirement age for medical consultants to 70 and other core-skilled clinical healthcare workers to 65 years. MDCAN President Professor Muhammad Aminu gave the commendation while speaking with newsmen in Jos, the Plateau State capital. Recall that MD Khan over the years had been in the forefront of championing the request for the increase in retirement age of its members to 70 years to address brain drain, improve knowledge transfer, and for quality healthcare delivery. Tinubu, the best thing to happen to Nigerians, says Lagos Assembly. Member of the Lagos State House of Assembly yesterday listed some achievements of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration, describing the president as a blessing to Nigeria. Speaking during the plenary, the lawmaker took time to recognize the president, saying he came into office at a time when Nigeria were at a crossroad over the country's socio-economic status before the 2023 election. Raising the motion, Honorable Tobun Abiodun told his colleague that the policies initiated by Tinubu had begun to yield positive results in less than 2 years of his being in office. Britain to expel Russian diplomat in tit-for-tat move. Britain yesterday has announced it will revoke the accreditation of a Russian diplomat in retaliation to a similar move made by Moscow last year. Russia had in November said that it was expelling a British diplomat for spying, though London denied the accusation. In a statement yesterday, Britain's foreign officer said it had summoned the Russian ambassador to announce its decision, saying it was in response to Russia's unprovoked and baseless decision to strip the accreditation of a British diplomat in Moscow in November. Ex-Minister of Women Affairs Uju Kennedy Onaye joins Nollywood. Former Minister of Women Affairs Uju Kennedy Onaye has joined the Nigerian movie industry Nollywood. Kennedy joined Nollywood a few months after being sacked by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Newsmen gathered that Uju Kennedy Onaye was appointed as a minister in August 2023 and removed alongside 4 others in a cabinet reshuffle on October 23, 2024. The 51-year-old politician has now shifted her focus to filmmaking, barely 4 months after her removal from the cabinet. No shortcut to success, NYSC DG warns corps member. The Director General of National Youth Service Corps, NYSC Brigadier General Yoshua Dogara Ahmed, has advised corps members to avoid shortcuts in the quest to achieving their future ambitions. He said success in life requires patience, diligence, and perseverance. He disclosed this while addressing the 2024 Batch 6 Stream 2 corps member at NYSC Plateau State Temporary Orientation Camp in Dodo, Jos, and their counterpart in Bauchi State Orientation Camp in Wailo, Gandua local government area of the state. Furthermore, he urged them to embrace the opportunity of NYSC skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development program in camp to acquire vocational skill that will make them employer of labor and also financial independent. And on Punch, U.S. to deport convicted Nigerian. The United States Department of Justice has disclosed that a Nigerian, Edwin Okoroko, who was sentenced to 75 months imprisonment for defrauding some Americans, will be deported after completing his jail term. Okonkwo was said to have connived with his wife, Julie Okonkwo, who was also sentenced to 25 months imprisonment for a role in the catfishing scheme that targeted unsuspecting Americans. The confusion was contained in a statement obtained by the newsman from the U.S. Department of Justice website yesterday. EFCC to arraign 9 Chinese for alleged cyber terrorism, internet fraud. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission yesterday arraigned 9 Chinese nationals and a company, Genti International Co. Limited, over allegation of cyber terrorism and internet fraud. The defendants, who were arraigned before Justice Chukwu Jehu Eneke of the Federal High Court in Lagos, pleaded not guilty to the charges. According to the EFCC, the accused are members of the syndicate of 792 alleged cryptocurrency investment and romance fraud suspects arrested on December 10, 2024 in Lagos during a surprise operation tagged Eagle Flush Operation by its operatives. And on Punch, fund delaying by election to fill vacant legislative seats, says INEC. The Independent National Electoral Commission has attributed the delay in conducting by-elections across the country, including the one to replace the late Senator Ifeanyi Mba, to financial constraints. Newsmail reported that since June 2023, 23 vacancies have emerged in various constituencies due to the death or resignation of lawmakers who assume executive positions at federal, state, and local government levels. That ends the newspaper review on REVEIW. Thanks for grab the newspaper for more details. I'm Misturah Issa. Thanks for listening. Juma Mubarak.